be wise, Lord. Help us to do the things that would lead to glorify you. Lord, thank you that tonight being Fat Tuesday, some of us may get a little bit not as holy as we should, but thank you for your protection there too. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Box. That was a very enthusiastic pledge. I like it. Thank you for actively participating there. Just a little housekeeping before we get going here. I know the mayor said he had 3 hours worth of presentations this evening in order to make us up for the last time where he didn't have any. So we'll just get through that. But as we move through the end of this meeting, I know there's a lot of presentations and some people that will not be with us to the end, but we will have an executive session at the end of this meeting. So we'll conclude all of the business on our agenda while everyone is here, and then we will excuse ourselves to go into executive session. We will come back after that executive session and then end the meeting. So there will be once we settle business and move into executive session, you're more than welcome to stay for us to come back and conclude it, but there won't be any business, just for a little housekeeping. That being said, we're going to call to order. Roll call. Councilman London.
Present.
Councilwoman Arnold.
Here.
Councilman Box.
Here.
Councilman Sims.
Here.
And myself here as well. First order of business would be the approval of the minutes of the regular city council meeting of February 3rd, 2026.
Move we approve the minutes of February 3rd, 2026.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Second order, if we could get some motion on the current bills for payment.
Make a motion, we paid the bills in the amount of $686,931.95.
Second.
Motion, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All right, Mayor, you have the floor, sir.
All right, Council President, since you talked about me, I'm going to make sure that I'm very concise in my calendar report. And I am only going to encourage people to come out to be able to see the Alabama Solution on February the 24th at the Irondale Public Library. It's going to start at 6 p.m. This is a HBO documentary that talks about the prison system in the state of Alabama. It's absolutely free. We want you to come out to be able to see it and to be able to participate in it. I thought that it would be a wonderful showing, especially during Black History Month, because we know that a lot of the individuals that, although we make up maybe 13 or 14% of the population, we make up 70 to 80% of the prison population. Please come out, absolutely free. Irondale Public Library, 6 p.m. That concludes my report for today up here. Now I'm coming down there to be able to do the rest of it. Is there anyone here from the American Heart Association? American Heart Association going once, going twice. We were supposed to be able to have someone here to be able to receive this proclamation, but the month of February is considered to be American Heart Month, and I just want to be able to read a little bit from this to help to encourage us that if we're not going to the doctor on a regular basis, making sure that you're having your vitals checked, your heart, your glucose levels, as well as your cholesterol levels, then hopefully you'll hear something tonight that will encourage you to go ahead and to be able to do that. It says, whereas cardiovascular disease, including heart disease and stroke, remains the leading cause of death in the United States, claiming approximately 928 lives each year and affecting millions of families across our nation. Whereas the American Heart Association has served as a relentless force for a world of longer, healthier lives for more than 100 years, driving groundbreaking research, advocating for public health policies, and empowering individuals and communities to make their heart-healthy choices. And whereas the American Heart Association encourages all Americans to learn their cardiovascular risk factors, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, smoking, diabetes, obesity, and physical inactivity and to take proactive steps toward healthier living. And whereas February has been nationally recognized as American Heart Month since 1964, providing and dedicating time for individuals, communities, and organizations to raise awareness and renew their commitment to fighting cardiovascular disease. Now, therefore, I, James Douglas Stewart Jr., Mayor of the City of Irondale, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2026 as American Heart Month in the City of Irondale and urge all residents to take meaningful steps to learn about their cardiovascular health, supporting the life-saving mission of the American Heart Association, and commit to building a healthier community for ourselves and future generations. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Irondale, Alabama, to be affixed on the 17th day of February 2026. Although we don't have anyone here from the, although we do have somebody here from the from the Heart Association. I've pretty much kind of finished our proclamation, but we're glad that you could come out tonight. And if you would like to say a few words, you can go ahead and say them at this time.
Thank you, Mayor Stewart. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My apologies for my tardiness. I got caught by the train. But on behalf of American Heart Association, Greater Alabama, we want to thank you, Mayor Stewart, for observing National American Heart Month and the City of Irondale for all your support. And we truly appreciate this, and we're glad to be here tonight. So thank you.
And I see you with your red jacket on, and which means that we hadn't figured out which day we're going to do it here in the City of Irondale. But we are going to declare one day to be Red Day, and we want all the females throughout the city to be able to make sure they wear red. Huh? What you say? And males too. What about just everyone? Everyone is cool? Thank you, thank you. But what is it called? Now, just to make sure that we get it correct on the record, is it the men wearing red suits or the women wearing red dresses?
It's whatever you like. Whether it's your red dresses, your red sneakers, your red suits. If you're at home, it's your red pajamas.
All right.
Support however you can. It's just more so about bringing awareness to heart disease and letting people know that we support women because it is the #1 killer of women, but it also affects men, children, babies, and up. So, thank you. Thank you. And nationally, we do observe Wear Red Day as the first Friday of February. So I can get you more information on that. But of course, whatever you guys decide, whatever events, we love to support and we will be there.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to ask our lieutenant from the fire department, Lieutenant Burt, if he would come down. Lieutenant Burt has been leading our CPR class, and I thought that it'd be fitting for him to be here tonight since that's a part of it. Do you want to say a few things to be able to encourage people to come to the class? You sure? He's also a pastor. I don't know why he's trying to act like he's shy for the microphone. Go ahead, Chaplain. Just say a few words.
Just to encourage everybody to take a CPR class. I'm one of the CPR instructors here for the City of Irondale. It's a very informative class. I think everybody here needs to learn how to do it. I will leave my number. If anybody want to take it down, it's 205-807-2034. Get in contact with me. I do churches, anywhere you need me to come to do a CPR class. Also do basic first aid. It's 2 to 4 hour course, not long at all. You are really our first responders. And this way, when we get there and you know what to do before we get there, and we can always be there to help you out. Thank you.
Do you mind telling the audience when I was in one of your classes who happened to be the top performer?
Mayor Stewart. I had to say that because I got fired yesterday on my day off, so.
Exactly. Well, like I said, we just want to encourage everybody to be healthy. The worst thing that we can do is go through life. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. I mean, all the other stuff really doesn't matter. But thank you for coming, and we want to be able to Emma's going to take a picture of us. Now we're going to move to the second part of the mayor's presentation for tonight. This was Black History Month, and we always have an art challenge. In our challenge this year, we had several different winners. Not only will they get a certificate, but they will also get an art kit to be able to go along with it. Therefore, our first winner is, what was that name? Zacchaeus Mackey. Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, do you want to point out which one is your award and just give the people a little background history on it?
This one is my award. Basically, for the concept, I just wanted to have a dance between the past and the future, the African lady representing the past, and then the future being this mixed woman, and then in the background, just all skin colors, just in harmony and just being joyous with each other. Detail-wise, they're also doing a dance, just spinning around. Oh, grade? Oh, I'm a 12th grader.
I'll trade with you.
Thank you.
Okay. And if you and the mayor would just stand right there by your That way we can see it. Okay, perfect. All right.
And I forgot to mention they also get a tablet to go along with the art kit and the tablet for winning, being one of the art challenges winners. Number 2 is up. Winner is Elena McAdory. Alana, I guess I'll get it right eventually. Alana, which one is your art piece? And now, will you tell the people what inspired you?
What inspired me for my art piece, basically, because I did an art piece and I did a poem, was like in the past, present, and future, how you have to stick together and be one, you know, with your community and stuff like that, because in the end, that's who you have in the past, present, and the future. So, yeah, that was basically my theme for my poem and my picture.
If you would get your art kit and your tablet, and I'll hold this. Hopefully I finally got a name that I can say correctly, but this goes to Miss Aaliyah Moore. Aaliyah Moore. All right, she's not here. Next winner is Miss Cadence Mullins. Cadence, which one of those masterpieces belong to you? Do you want to tell the people what inspired you to create that art piece?
So I drew Harriet Tubman, and I wrote a poem she said and what she did. And then I did Barack Obama, Rosa Parks, and Martin Luther King Jr.
And by the way, the art piece, the context for the art piece is the beloved community. If you all remember that Martin Luther King spoke about, one day we'll have a community that people will be treated with dignity, that there will be equality. And I truly believe that as we look through the city of Irondale, that it exemplifies that beloved community. Our next winner up is Ms. Lauren Skipwith. Lauren Skipwith. Last but not least is Ms. Kinsley Terry. Kinsley, which one of those belong to you?
This one?
You want to tell us a few things about it?
Yes. I did a Martin Luther King Jr. pointed at I Have a Dream. He has a kind heart and a sweet chest. And I also did a tree of how much kindness is Irondale is showing.
What grade are you in?
Fourth.
Fourth grade. Wow. We need to put you with some other folks in Irondale. Oh, like Chuck Taylor. Yeah, I haven't seen that since back in the day at Park High School. Council President, I'm trending good. I said I was going to be 20 minutes. I'm getting very close. Yes, I'll do that first. I don't believe that we've ever done this in the city of Irondale. Well, I can't remember us ever doing anything to be able to honor African Americans that live in the city, that were trailblazers, that they were the first to be able to accomplish things in the community. And I wanted to make sure that we recognize them this time during Black History Month. I got a chance to be able to speak at the MLK breakfast because I was the first African American mayor in the city of Irondale history in 135 years. However, there were some individuals that painted the way for me to be in this position. And the first person was Dr. Simpson Berry. Dr. Berry was the first African American counselor in the city of Irondale. I believe that was in 1992. There was a court decree that forced the city of Irondale to go to districts to be able to help African Americans to get elected in the city. And he was the first individual to be able to sit on that dais right where Councilman London is sitting today. I also had the privilege to follow him as being the next city councilor for District 1 when he moved out of the area. I had a chance to be able to talk to him on yesterday. He is 87 years old. He shared with me, and Dr. Bear, if you're out there watching, I told him that we televise it, but I just wanted to thank him for the contributions that he made and how he paved the way for myself, Councilman London, and even Councilman Wilson, because if there was no Dr. Berry, then we wouldn't have had the privilege to be able to do what we did to serve. Not only are we going to give these individuals an award tonight, but then we're also creating a marker to be able to put it in a very prominent place in an area that they either lived in. Well, for Dr. Berry, he lived in Stone Ridge. It's on Stoneview Drive. Before you drive up into the community, there will be a sign within about 3 months that will mark that he lived on that street and the contributions that he made to the city of Irondale. Dr. Berry, if you're out there tonight, we just want to say thank you. Come on, Mr. Crenshaw, you lived in Stone Ridge. Come on. I know you say you want to come and take a picture. John, come on down, you know too. Who else in here from Stone Ridge? Kay? You back there trying to hide. Marshall, yeah, Stone Ridge.
Flip it around. It's backwards. There we go.
Crenshaw said he didn't come down here to take no picture tonight.
All right. Okay. All right. Just indulge me just a minute, y'all. I want to be in the picture. I'll just take it over there. All right. Thank you.
Whenever we put up the street marker, he said that he will make sure that he's there to be a part of it. So. Our second individual is Reverend James Philip Parnell for Mount Hebron Baptist Church. We had already named, we had a sign on 24th Street that was presented some time ago. And then Miss Bean called me to let me know that it was down. Then she called me to let me know that we never picked it up. And I had to go by there myself and throw it in the back of the truck. And she said, "Hey, Mayor, I saw you out there picking up the sign and everything." And I said, "Well, hey, when you call, I respond." I didn't wait for Public Works to be able to do it. But we know that Mount Hebron Missionary Baptist Church means a lot to the city of Irondale. It is the oldest African-American church in the city of Irondale. They allowed us to be able to tape a message with the mayor there for the month of February. And I really want to just let you all know how thankful I am, how we really appreciate you all in the community. Whenever you have your special days, you always think about me, invite me to come and to be a part of it. And we know that Dr. I don't know, I always call, was Dr. Parnell a doctor? Because I always call him Dr. Parnell. But I never heard him speak. I never heard him preach. But I've always heard wonderful comments about him and how he was a leader in the community. And anybody to be able to pastor for over 40 years, they got to be a unique person. Because I can't even mayor for 8, not alone thinking about being in office for 40 years. But I'm going to ask his Mount Hebron family and the family to be able to come forward and to be able to accept this award for Reverend James Philip Parnell Sr. Ms. Bain. Thought Ms. Bain looked good. Ms. Bain, oh, you always look good, Ms. Bain. Ms. Bain, do you want to say anything? I said, Ms. Bain, you want to say something? She's like, I do.
I want to say to God be the glory for the things that he has done and is doing. Mayor Stewart, City Council, thank you all so much for this honor. We find it a privilege, and it was 59 and a half years that he served at Mount Hebron Baptist Church before the Lord called him home. That's a poem, I'm not going to say it, but it's about a bridge builder, an old man going a long highway, came to the evening cold and gray, to a chasm, deep and wide, through which was growing a sullen tide. He stopped. Reverend Parnell stopped at his old age, but he built a bridge for me, for you, for all of us to cross over that bridge. Thank you for recognizing and honoring him on this night. Thank you.
Ms. Bain, I should have let you spoke first. So you did a much better job than I did. Anybody else want one of y'all to come and join in the picture? All right. You know you got to come. You always. All right, well, Mama hold it down for you.
We're going to recruit everybody.
Emma said we're going to recruit
Come on, Sonia.
All right, the next person that I want to recognize is Miss Bernice Kelly. Her award is called the Heart of Irondale Hospitality, recognizing decades of unwavering service at Golden Rule Barbecue, Alabama's oldest barbecue restaurant, a testament to the dignity of her work and the spirit of our community. Well, I have my own personal story about Miss Bernice Kelly. When I ran in my first election was 2004, I received a call from Miss Bernice Kelly. She shared with me that she wanted to make a donation to my campaign. But she said I needed to meet her at Golden Rule. I diligently followed through and honored her request. And I said, I don't think we had even met in person, but I had a chance. We met, talked, and then towards the end of the conversation, she says, let me give you your donation. And then she walked off, and she came back with a pan. And in that pan was 2 slabs of ribs from Golden Rule. And she said, go forth, young man, and this is my contribution to your campaign. I didn't know if I was supposed to eat them or go sell them. But that was probably the most unique contribution that I have ever received in my entire political history. But that was Ms. Bernice Kelly. She reminded me of my mother. She just shot straight with me that day that I met with her and told me all of the things that she required of me, what she expected of me. And I will never forget that day when she gave me that donation. Will the Kelly family come down and I'll go ahead and present. And if you all have one person or if you want to be able to say something, you can do that as well. Who's the spokespersons for the family?
I got a trivia question for you.
Okay. Okay. I'll try.
So on behalf of Sister Bernice Kelly, my late mother-in-law, and the family that's represented here tonight, I got a trivia question for our mayor here this evening. Did you know her nickname through her association with Sammy and the Golden Rule?
I didn't know.
Well, through her association that I think spanned it over 5 decades and her lifelong service to St. James United Methodist Church, she finally became known as the Bean Queen. So many people know her as the Bean Queen. If I could just borrow something from the late, great Pat Sullivan, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who are worthy of such recognition, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a family more grateful and humbled by this representation, honored to remember her in this way. So I want to thank you and the council and everybody who made this night a reality for this family. Thank you.
And like I said, within 3 months, we don't know where we're going to put it, but we'll let you all determine where you all want us to put the marker. Because we have a marker for her just like the one that we have out there for Sean that died from the city. So we'll have another celebration to be able to mark off a portion of Irondale, maybe put it in front of the Golden Rule. I mean, but we'll let you all help to assist us with that matter. Brian, you all, and Sammy, I know they told me that you wanted to be here just because. Well, we'll go ahead and take the family picture. You all can come up and say something after that. How about that?
We're going to have to squeeze in. We're going to make it work, though. Wait, you hold back. All right. Everybody squeeze in. Okay. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Almost got everybody. Okay, perfect. Everybody ready? Big smile. All right, golden rule. Yeah, yeah. Y'all just join. All right. Everybody ready? All right. Perfect. Okay. All right.
All right, in record time, Council President, it only took 30 some odd minutes. This concludes the mayor's report. Do I have anything else, Emma? Oh, okay. That concludes the mayor report, and I'll turn it back over to the council president.
Thank you very much for your report, sir, and congratulations to everyone in multiple capacities. Everyone is welcome to stay for the entire city council meeting, so please, this is not a telling you to leave or anything, but if you choose to leave, this would be your moment to go ahead and do so. So we'll let the room settle a little bit, and we'll pick up here shortly.
Reminds me of my younger days.
Yeah.
That's that dress.
Yeah.
It makes me long for my 30s when I can pull that off.
I'm so proud of you. She dropped it. It's okay. I'm so proud of you, girl. Little rock star.
But we just haven't had time to market it, and I don't want to just, have an empty room. Okay. Okay. I do. Okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started again. Thank you very much. Councilman London, we're going to go ahead and roll into council member standing committee or special committee reports. The floor is yours, sir.
Yes, thank you, Council President. First of all, come on, let's give it another hand to all the young people. That's awesome. That is awesome. Train up a child the way you want him to go. He will not depart. I promise you, he will not. So congrats. Thank you, Mayor, for every year. I mean, I think we outdo ourselves with the young people. Saw some District 1 people in there and Holiday Gardens in there. So that's congratulations to them. But I have a couple of things. And also, I want to say this about Miss Bernice Kelly. I've been knowing Miss Bernice Kelly forever. She's just like family. Went to church together. Knew her when she lived up on the hill. When it was 6-lane in Grants Mill Road. You know, I had to take her house to get to widen the road there. So she lived right there on the corner across from the church. And so I just want a great lady. If you never met her, a great person. She was a great person. So thank you again for that, Mayor. I know the family really appreciate that. But I just have two congratulations. First of all, I want to congratulate Shays Valley Girls Soccer Team for winning the county city championship. They have a great soccer team, and I'm gonna get up there and watch them play. But I understand they have a really fantastic soccer team, so I'm looking forward to watching them play as we move forward to this year. And then I know the mayor and I sponsored the girls wrestling team at Shays Valley High School, and I'm here to tell you, money didn't go to waste. We have a 6A, 7A girls state champion in Heather Butler. Congratulations to her at Shays Valley High School. And one thing I know about first, there's no other way. You know, there's no second, no third. First is first, and she'll be sketched in stone. And I think a little Black history. First African American to first girl at Shays Valley High School. That's going to be a trivia question for the next 40 years. Who won the first ever state championship in wrestling at Shays Valley High School? So if she's listening, congratulations to her and all the girls wrestling team at Shays Valley High School and their coaches. I know they have some great coaches who really pushed her to do forward. So congratulations to them for that. Thank you.
Cool. Councilwoman Arnold.
So first, I want to say thank you to everyone that came out for my office hours the first Saturday of February. It was great. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to doing it again in March. And last time I kind of gave my time to Captain Brasher. I'm going to do that again this time.
Fair enough.
So that we can kind of follow up on
Sure.
what we said we were going to do.
Call one down.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How is this sound system? It's amazing. It's awesome that people can actually hear and you can hear everyone speaking. But I'm not going to spend too much time up here. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity of being here in the city for 25 years for myself. And I've done so much, and this is one more thing that has bridged my career now to where we are doing international stuff now. So I have a legacy that I'm going to try to work on, and I think this is going to be the beginning of it for me. And we're bridging cultural exchange with France now. So we are now actually living what we talked about 2 years ago, and it's actually materialized about 1 a.m. Sunday night when we picked them up at the Birmingham airport. So they got here. Today was their first day on the engine, so the four of them, I'm going to introduce them, bring them up. They're going to spend time with us again tomorrow and on Thursday, and then Friday we're going to head down to the Fire College where they're going to participate in the Fire Explorer Weekend with other cadets and their age from Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida. Fire College is welcoming them here because this is the first time ever for them to have international students to come to the state, to the Fire College, to participate in a program like this. And it's awesome to be a part of this because this is the first time something like this has even taken place. So to have this actually materialized is amazing, but I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm going to introduce these four guys here. And just a little bit about them. I'll tell you that they are already in the program to become professional firefighters in France. They are volunteers. They're in the officer training program. And this is going to be awesome on their resume when they go back because they're going to be able to show that they came here and worked side by side and shadow American firefighters. And hopefully in a year to 18 months, I will be sending 4 or 5 of our own firefighters to France to shadow with French firefighters in an exchange program. So anyway, I want to introduce them. We've got Nathan, Matteo, Thomas, and Johan. If y'all would like to come on up. They're also sporting the new shirts that we've designed for the Firefighter of the Day program. So you'll see that. The theme is from the classroom to the fire station. So that's something that is part of the fire program that I'm looking at with the high schools. So they're sporting the red shirt. So if you see them out and about in the city, that's our cadets. So I'm going to turn this over to is it Mateo? And he's got a few words he would like to share.
Good evening, everyone, with Nathan, Thomas, and repeat. Good evening, everyone, with Nathan, Johan, Thomas, and me, Matteo. We are 4 French firefighters, and we would like to sincerely thank Captain Brasher, Erin, Pascal, our teacher, all firefighters of Irondale Fire Station, and the mayor for the welcoming us and this opportunity. Since we arrived, we made us feel at home, and this is the firefighter mindset, a real family. Your kindness, professionalism, and team spirit truly impress us. As French firefighter, it is very interesting for us to discover American techniques, your equipment, and the way you operate. We have learned a lot from you, and this experience is very valuable for us. We are excited about the next day and the Tuscaloosa School. Thank you for all.
Once again, I just want to say thank you for the mayor and the council for this support, and for Jeff State helping with this exchange to make this happen. And like I said, just for me and for everybody in this, it's a cultural exchange because you got to think about, we just don't live in a little bubble. There's so much out there. There's a whole world out there, and having these exchange students here to share that in itself is just an amazing experience. And we get to share how we firefight. And as he said, it doesn't matter if you're across the world or here in Birmingham, it's still a fire family, and it's family at the end of the day. So once again, thank you all up here for allowing this to happen, and I look forward and continue doing something like this every year.
So I have one more thing. So you may have noticed Irondale's finest Girl Scouts are out there selling cookies. We are almost sold out. Thank you, Irondale. But we can get more if there's an interest. So be sure to get your cookies.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, everybody. What an awesome thing to have some international firefighters come in and be able to send some from their little city of Irondale. As the mayor calls it, 13,500. But look at the big things God's doing through us. So just want to welcome everybody tonight. Once again, any of my neighborhoods that are looking for some projects that you want to get done, please reach out to me. Let's see what we can do. And for the sake of time, I'll pass it on to you, Council President.
Fair enough. Councilman Sims? I will also be brief. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and coming out and visiting with us tonight. And we'll just keep going.
All right. And just a short, brief report for me. We went ahead and assigned committees. All right. So we've got Councilman Box, Senior Activity Center, Public Safety Abatement Board. Yes, sir. All right. Councilman Sims, we've got Judicial Ordinances, Economic Development, and CDA IDB Liaison. I don't know if IDB liaison was a position, but it is now, so there you go.
I asked for it to be.
All right. Now that we have a functioning IDB board again, so CDA and IDB work really closely together. It makes really good sense for that liaison to be tied in with both of those. Regarding Councilwoman Arnold, Water Department and Library. Thank you very much. Councilman.
Also education grants.
Oh, thank you very much. Yep. And I've got one I just teed up to the mayor, so yep. More to do. And then Councilman London, Parks and Public Works, which is a great fit because Public Works and Parks is working so closely together right now. great stuff there. And then myself, I'll stick with financing and planning and zoning. So those are your committee chairs. If you're department heads, take note and get with your prospective council members. And then once again, even though those are chair positions, all of us are welcome to join those board meetings and take part in all of those. Those are just the chairs for those particular committees. So that will conclude my report for the evening. At this time, we would accept public comments to the council on non-agenda items. So any non-agenda items that you may have, we would accept comments on those at this time. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. At this time, would take any report. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, please. Thank you. Yep, come on up. Floor is yours. You got 2 minutes, sir. We just need your name and address.
Absolutely. I'm sorry if this is not the right forum for this. So my name's Nick Bonatti. Hello, Mayor Stewart, members of the council. Good evening. So I'm a resident of the Holiday Gardens area, and I'm standing here today to voice my concern about federal immigration officers that we've seen in our community. And I've read your blog, and I hate to put you on the spot. I've read your blog. I've seen your public service announcement. I appreciate your words on that. But my concern is obviously with the presence of these immigration officers in our community. It is not my interest to advocate for obstructing any kind of federal operations that are going on. My interest is, of course, in public safety, community trust, communication with the community. So Mayor Stewart, I just want to ask if you would, could you kind of talk a little bit about what the communication is between City of Irondale, Irondale PD, and these federal officers? Are we informed in advance of their operations in our community? What is your stance on keeping the residents safe, making sure that the community is informed of everything that's going on? And do you have any kind of message for our residents? As you see them once, you're going to see them again. I imagine it's only going to get worse from here.
And before Mayor Stewart answers, he is totally at liberty to answer or not answer, just so you know.
Absolutely, and
Okay,
you know,
fair enough. Mayor, whatever you choose to say at this moment.
Well, I think I was very clear on my answer when I responded a couple of Fridays ago. And I also said that I would not be entertaining this issue anymore to be able to discuss it. I said that the City of Irondale would not assist, but we would not interfere with what they are doing in the community. I also said that there are 34 municipalities in the City of Irondale, in Jefferson County. Not one municipality has an agreement to be able to assist them in what they are doing in the community. No, they do not contact us when they come into the city. We find out just like everybody else. But that's my position. I said what I said, and I'm sticking to what I said. And that's pretty much the conclusion that I've made for this particular topic. Now, if you have something else you want to be able to say specifically, feel free to be able to do that. But as far as Mayor Stewart, I think I've made myself very clear where I stand on this position.
Sure, and I appreciate your message to the community on that. I think it bears repeating, because I think it is not going to go away. So just as a resident of the community, I wanted to stand up here and voice my concern. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. So basically, before we move on, I just want to make sure if anybody else has comments, if you have an agenda and it's got an item on it that you are concerned about, this is not that opportunity. So anything that's not on that piece of paper, this is an opportunity to make a comment about it. Any other comments on non-agenda items? Going once, going twice, sold. All right, moving on. All right, at this time, we'd accept any reports from any boards or non-council committees or department heads. Yes, ma'am.
Do I need to give my name and address to you? Say? Which one? Hello. Testing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kimberly Miles Stewart, and I am the chair of the Irondale Education and Youth Grant Committee. And these are my partners in crime. And we were hard at work this past month. We received many grants, grant requests from teachers from all 4 schools here, public schools, I should say, here in Irondale. And we're here to give the recommendations to the council for those who followed the directions, who submitted support documentation, and just completed the form in its entirety. And there were some great ideas, and we're here to recommend the winners. And when I call your name, if you would please come to the front. And okay, Emma has something she'll hand you. So I will announce for Irondale Middle School, correct me if I'm wrong, Kalia Cobbs. Is that correct? Kalia Cobbs. Miss Cobbs is being awarded $500 for the FCC LA Leadership Conference participation support, so her students will be able to attend. So we were really proud to support that. Stay right there. And then we have, I'll say, Coach Anthony Jackson, who requested money for baseball equipment. We were able to fund $447.50 for batting helmets. We also have Jacoby Rudolph. Jacoby Rudolph, come on down. $485.95, we were able to grant his request for MasTech magnetic mobile whiteboard. So we know that's going to come in handy, being in the classroom. Miss Erin Baxter, $493.51. She requested individual and class sets of graphic novels and translated books for her ESL class. Great idea. And then the last for Irondale Middle School is Miss Nicole Mickens, requested $278.29 for a very innovative green space initiative within the library.
Okay, for Grantswood Community School, we have Hannah Frost, $299.99 for a wireless microphone system for theatrical productions. And Miss Dee Dee Brasher, $500 for science of reading, evidence-based instructional materials, and hands-on literacy tools. And for Shades Valley High School, Kimberly Cook, $500 for branded polo shirts for the mentoring programs. Okay, so she's not here.
Okay, we're going to follow that up with Irondale Community School, who received 5 awards. Georgette Lester, $370.83. What's that? 470. $470.83. I'm sorry. And for Spiro, Indy Cars for coding and things like that, which is a great thing. Yes. Jenna Hudson, $150 for many U.S. Constitution books. And is it Dana Mason? $500 for a wonderful field trip to American Village in Montevallo for her ESL students to learn about our American history. Morgan Everett, $418.82 for STEM bins for exploration and problem solving. And lastly, Alexis Christian, $399.07 for STEM bins for hands-on learning. Congratulations. And can we have any, if there are any principals, if they would come up so you can take a picture, or do we have just one principal?
Once again, all of y'all are welcome to stay, but if y'all want to go ahead and make a run for the door, now would be the time.
Uh-huh, okay. The globes. Yeah. I never turned them on off. It must have gone off on a timer or something. But yeah, I see the difference now.
New stuff. We'll let the room settle for a moment.
Yeah, I turned it off. I'm not.
I got you. I got you.
All right, we'll go ahead and pick back up. Thank you very much, Ms. Kim, for that presentation, and all the other board members. Thank you. All right, we're going to ask at this time if there are any more other reports from any board, non-council committees, or department heads. Yes, sir. Greetings.
John Schoen with the Exchange Club and also the Irondale Tree Commission. I'd like to first congratulate my wife for 53 years of patience, effective tomorrow. We haven't. Also, a little activity that we had in our Exchange Club, we honored Jim Nolan, who runs the Irondale Cafe, with a Proudly We Hail plaque for flying the flag and taking care of it over there. He does a really good job. He's got one in front of his home as well as in front of the business. Also, the Exchange Club is working together with the Tree Commission to give away free trees this Sunday. There's some yellow pamphlets over there that gives the date and time from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon over here in front of the Red Caboose. This coming week is Arbor Day week in Alabama. It's the best time of the year to plant trees, crazy enough as it may sound, but roots grow in the wintertime. So a lot of people don't realize that. So planting trees now, right before spring, is the best time to do it. Thank you very much.
All right, any other comments from any reports from any boards, non-council committees, or department heads? All right, we'll go ahead and move on. All right, we'll go ahead and get into the deliberation piece of this so that we can go ahead and get our agenda going. We'll go ahead and jump straight in. Item number 1 on the proposed consent agenda would be resolved that Resolution 2026 R40 approves a 160 special retail more than 20 days alcohol license and a 990 tobacco license for Pine Tree Country Club located at 5100 Pine Whispers Drive, Irondale, Alabama 35210. Pretty routine stuff. We've approved liquor licenses before. Councilman London, any questions on this item?
Yeah, you said 20, I mean 30, right?
2026 R40 approved 160 special for, yes.
Okay, all right, okay.
Apparently 1.75s aren't getting it done anymore. Yes,
no
sir.
question.
Thank you for that correction.
Yes, sir, no question.
All right. And Councilman Arnold?
No, he answered my question.
Perfect.
I'm good.
You're good, Councilman Sims?
No questions.
No questions. We agree to leave item number 1 on consent?
Yes.
Outstanding. Item number 2 on proposed consent, resolve that Resolution 2026 R41 authorizes Mayor James Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with Online Information Services, Inc. in an amount not to exceed $84 per month plus a one-time setup fee of $150 for online database services for the Irondale Police Department. Chief Kellogg, do you have anything to say about this item and or the next?
Yes, this is an item that's going to enable our evidence custodian. We have a severe backlog of old cases, and in the old days, it was a phone call down to the DA's office to get a case adjudication. This will enable us to become part of the AliCourt system so that my guy up there can, if we have a closed case, we can see the adjudication, we can get people's property back to them, we can set property aside for destruction. We can even check older cases involving firearms to see if we've got a stolen firearm or something that we might want to run past the ATF. Really, it's just a way to clear our backlog evidence cases a lot more efficiently using the available technology.
Nice. Councilman Lennon, any questions?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No.
Councilman Sims?
No, that's great.
And Councilman Box? Councilman
That's okay.
Sims?
No questions, thank you.
All right, and myself, thank you as well. Hang tight. Do we agree to leave item number 2 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding. Item number 3, resolve that Resolution 2026 R42 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with DataWorks Plus in an amount not to exceed $2,000 for fingerprint machine maintenance for the Irondale Police Department. Anything there? I didn't even realize we did fingerprints here.
We do, we do charge for it.
Sure.
But yeah, that's our automated fingerprint system. It's maintenance routine. It'll be, enable us to get software upgrades and stuff like that. That machine is basically a paperless system. It electronically scans the fingerprints into a database. We can run copies if we need to. We can also send copies to the state as we're required to.
Nice.
This will allow us to get all the necessary upgrades and firmware, and that's about all the technology I know.
All right, fair enough.
Please don't ask me anymore.
All right, I'm good. Councilman Lennon?
I know you asked this question earlier. Can the citizen, if that, for instance, the job wanted to get a
Yes,
fingerprint?
but it
citi-
has to be during what we call business hours because it is a record system.
Okay.
Generally, our court investigator will handle that. If he's busy, one of our officers will come in, so that's usually 7 in the morning to 5 at night.
Oh, that's good.
Monday through Thursday.
That's good information. Good information. Need to
Councilman
put it in
Arnold?
my Newsletter.
No questions, but yeah, that could go in your
You
newsletter.
can go to my newsletter. Get it. Thank you.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
All right. Councilman Box?
Stationary unit, right, Chief?
Beg your pardon?
Stationary, it says here, we don't
Well,
have
yeah, if
technology
does,
to
can
take
be
it out.
transported. Like we go to our new building, we can wire it in there, but it does stay here. It's in our booking room area. It's behind, it's secure.
We don't have technology yet to be able to do it in the community.
No, if someone needed to have fingerprints, they could come here, and you wouldn't want to do something like that in the community.
Very good, thank you.
Like you're talking about the old mobile where you did the wipe for kids and stuff like that?
No, there's some new technology on some things like that, but I'll talk to the mayor about it.
I'll have to take your word for that.
Thank you, sir.
And Councilman Sims?
No questions.
Okay, and like I said, when I was going back to, I didn't even know we did this. I know when I've had to get my insurance license done and everything, I had to get fingerprinted and everything. So nice to know that we can provide that service. I know you said the office hours. Do you recommend setting an appointment?
Not necessarily, but if you're gonna, I mean, generally when we get people come in, it's one at a time.
Got it.
I mean, we don't want to overwhelm people.
Of course.
so- But we're not getting massive amounts.
Yeah.
If you had a big group of people, I'd recommend going to a bigger agency.
Gotcha.
And we tend to only do it for folks that work or reside in Irondale.
Understood. Very nice. Thank you very much, sir.
That's good news.
Do we agree to leave that item on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. So it's 1, 2, 3. Derek's, thank you, Chief. All right. Item number 4 on proposed consent, resolve that resolution 2026 R43 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an amendment to an agreement with Birmingham Engineering and Construction Consultants, Inc. for work to be completed at the Irondale Fire Department Station Number 3 for an addition of $92,578 even, with new contract sum of $123,820.23. Mayor, is there anything in particular you'd like to say about this change?
They just realized that the condition of the soil is going to require more testing than they initially thought that it was going to take, and that's why we have the additional cost, because it's going to be more testing taking place on the site.
Okay. Councilman Lennon?
No question.
Councilman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, I'm good with it. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And I'm good as well. Do we agree to leave item number 4 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 5 on proposed consent, resolve the resolution 2026 R44 authorizes the allocation of public funds from the 25-26 Irondale Youth and Education Fund to use exclusively for the projects submitted by the applicants as follows: $2,431.40 to Irondale Community School, $500 to Shades Valley High School, $1,723.34 to Irondale Middle School, and $799.97 to Grantswood Community School. Councilwoman Arnold, anything that you would like to say about this?
So I just think it's amazing. We had, there were 18 total applications, 13 were funded, many were here to get their awards. And so to be able to invest in our schools, $5,454.65
I mean, I think it's wonderful.
Nice. Councilman London,
No,
anything?
I'm just glad to see it back.
No doubt.
A long time ago, we had the educational fund, and it did a lot of help for the kids, for the schools. So I'm glad to see it back.
Nice. Councilman Box?
I echo Councilman London and Councilwoman Arnold.
Councilman Sims?
I just want, I would like if someone, either Ms. Stewart or Councilor Arnold could share to the public how people could donate to this fund. And so we can do this more often.
One way to be able to do it is when you pay for your water bill. You can also make the donation be a part of your water bill or garbage bill, which means that it'll electronically get transferred to the water department, and then once that money is received there, we will make a transfer from the water department to the general fund. That goes to the fund earmarked for this funds to be able to be given or provide this donation to the teachers. So one of the easiest ways, if you don't want to write a check, when you pay those bills, just put a little bit extra in there and say what it's marked for, and we'll make sure accounting-wise that it gets to the correct place.
Is there a mechanism to do that when you do the text to pay? Because right now they just text me and they say, do you want to pay all? They don't give me.
We don't have that feature, but Lee can explore, she and Emma can explore the opportunities to be able to set it up through these other electronic ways that we have of being able to pay your bills. And we may even create a place on the website for you to go just specifically to be able to do that as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nice. And happy to see it back as well. No questions for myself. Do we agree to leave item number 5 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Right on. Item number 6, resolve that resolution 2026 R45 authorizes the lease of one 2026 John Deere 700P tier dozer and one 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD crew cab in an amount not to exceed $391,400.73 from Republic First National Corporation, and authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute any necessary documents to effectuate said lease. And here he is. What are we doing today, Jared?
Oh, doing good. So the dozer, that's, if you back up about the last 3 years, that's been the most rented piece of equipment that we have used. With the projects that we have coming up, with the clearing that's got to be done, it makes sense to purchase one instead of kind of kicking the can down the road and pursuing renting over and over again. And Mayor Stewart, he says it best, it's better to have your own than to depend on, others for that. The other is a truck. The truck that I currently drive has about 90,000 miles on it. The transmission is on the way out. It's about $6,000 for the transmission, according to the shop. And so we will be, if this is approved, we'll sell that one or surplus that one, and then this will take that place.
Okay. Councilman Lennon?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, I'm good with it.
Councilman Sims?
No questions, thank you.
And I'm good as well. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank y'all.
Do we agree to leave item number 6 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 7 on proposed consent. Resolve the resolution 2026 R46 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with Spire Alabama, Inc. for the construction of the natural gas pipeline and related facilities to serve the Irondale Civic Center in an amount not to exceed $70,836 even. The cost will be waived by Spire in exchange for the facility's designed gas load of 7,068,000 BTUs total. However, in the event that the Civic Center building is not completed with such connected gas load, then the city will reimburse Spire in the amount of $70,836. Mr. Doss, this has your name next to it. Anything you would like to say, sir?
It's pretty much self-explanatory, but just the gas load is figured by Spire. Through our engineers, we gave that information to Spire. Because of the gas load to the HVAC units, the commercial kitchen appliances, and the emergency generator, Spire is having to put in a larger gas main. I think it's either a 3 or 4 inch main they're having to put in all the way from Ruffner Road up the driveway to the building. So they're just offsetting that cost of the construction by how much gas we're gonna be using, so.
Okay. Fair enough. Councilman London?
No, I like the part when it said waived. I like that. Yeah, I caught that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No question.
Councilman Box?
No, we're good, thank you.
Councilman Sims?
No questions, thank you.
Waived is definitely a good word. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your work. Do we agree to leave item number 7 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Item number 8 on proposed consent, resolve that resolution 2026 R47 authorizes the lease of 2 New Way Cobra 20-yard rear loaders and 1 1016 Freightliner MR with a Rammer 3500 loader in an amount not to exceed $704,301.67 plus financing costs, and authorizes Mayor James Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute any necessary documents to effectuate this lease. I'm not sure if Frank is with us this evening. Oh, yep, you will do. Thank you very much, sir. Come on up. Tell us a little about this. I use the one on the stand. It's actually hardwired now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor. These are very much needed. Our trucks, we travel the city of Irondale about 3 times a week. Mondays, we pick up recycle. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we pick up garbage. We kind of divide those areas up. Our trucks are not in great shape. And one of our trucks, trucks 361, Mayor graciously gave it to the city of Lipscomb. I saw that on TV. You thought they hit the lottery. So they was really, really happy. And that was a wonderful thing to do, Mayor. We appreciate that. Some of our trucks, we have one truck number 363. It has some mechanical issues, and we plan to put it on sale on Gov Deals. Also, we have a knuckle boom loader that we still use, 310. It has some mechanical issues. It's still running. It has 204,000 miles on it, so it's about worn out. And we also will, with these 2 new trucks, we'll be able to move 2 2021 rear loaders as spares, so we can make sure we can keep Irondale clean.
Thank you. Councilman London?
Well, folks don't understand nothing you just said, I promise you. They really don't. Yeah, let's put it in layman terms.
Okay.
We're getting garbage trucks, and those big trash things, they pick up the trash, that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
hey, I'll say it. We're getting 2 garbage trucks and 1 knuckle boom. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
We are replacing the 2 oldest garbage trucks. We're purchasing 2 new garbage trucks. The 2017 will become the back line, the backup to the brand new trucks. And then the knuckle boom is just being replaced. So that's the knuckle boom, 2 garbage trucks. That's what this whole deal is for right now.
Yeah. So-
Alfred did a very technical, wonderful job in
Yeah. They don't, yeah.
And it'll help us keep up with Josh and Jared.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, Boo, to keep up with them too when it comes to equipment.
Yeah, they don't understand what a New Way Cobra 20-yard rear loader means. 1016 Freightliner, they have no idea what that means.
I thought it
Google-
sounded exciting.
Yeah, it is. I had to look it up, and say, what is that?
What in the world?
Thank you, I appreciate y'all.
Councilman Arnold?
Yeah, so in the end, this means our trash will continue to be picked up in a,
Oh, and they have cameras too, right?
so,
Yeah, they'll have-
perfect.
Yeah, Councilman London mentioned something too. These new trucks will be equipped with cameras, so you'll no longer be able to call and say, they didn't pick up my trash. You'll no longer to be able to say when they say, well, we didn't pick it up because the lid wasn't closed. We'll be taking pictures of everything, and they can go back and actually show you the picture that you didn't put it out there on time. You had garbage laying around the can when we said put it in the can. I love technology, but that's what's coming with those new trucks. So don't be upset if they don't pick your stuff up, because they'll have pictures to back them up now.
All right, Councilman Arnold,
That, I'm good.
okay, Councilman Box?
So then, sounds great to me. Believe me, my guys work with rear loaders all the time, so 2 new rear loaders is gonna be great. But we will still have, as you said, 2 spares then, in case one of them goes into maintenance.
If one of those go down,
Right.
we'll
Thank
have
you.
a backup.
That's all. that's all.
Councilman Sims?
I got what may be a silly question. I noticed in the brochure, all these pictures, they're orange. Please tell me we're not getting orange. Okay, what, are they gonna match the newest ones we got, or?
I don't know if they'll be green or white, but they'll be one of the two.
Okay.
Not orange.
They will be white.
White.
Yeah, they'll be white.
It was gonna be a no if it was orange, so.
No more green.
These are hideous.
We'll see them.
Leanne, too, you're not gonna wear that?
The only question I have for you is on the knuckle boom. I know that we have certain restrictions, measurements, diameters in regards to the limbs and everything that the knuckle boom will keep at, and I know we get a lot of stuff about that, but there's reasons that those measurements are in place. This new knuckle boom, is it going to maintain the same specifications as far as what we put on the, okay, copy that.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, fellas.
All right.
All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Do we agree to leave item number 8 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Right on. All right, item number 9 on proposed consent, resolve that resolution 2026 R48 recognizes the America 250 initiative establishes the Irondale America 250 Committee and authorizes application for official semi-quincentennial city status through the State of Alabama, USA Semi-Quincentennial Commission. We have and Mayor, I'm going to ask you to enlighten us on this. We have an item that kind of piggybacks on that, and I believe it was item number 18 as well. And I'll just go ahead and read that into the record. Now, this is on the proposed regular agenda, but I'm going to ask once we get through kind of getting through it, if we can maybe move that to consent. Resolve the resolution 2026 R54 authorize the execution of a logo use agreement with the Alabama USA Commission to authorize the city's use of this official America 250 Alabama logo in connection with programming, events, and communications in alignment with that educational, historical, and civic purpose. Mayor, could you enlighten us on item number 9 and number 18, sir?
Okay, number 9 allows us to establish our city as a semi-quincentennial city, which is our America's 250th birthday. This allows us by resolution, if we request this designation, then we can apply for grant funding to be able to pay for whatever we're going to do on July the 4th. We'll be putting together a committee to be able to do that. But the main thing it allows us to get grant funding for that. And also we'll be recognized at the state of Alabama as one of the cities that will be celebrating July the 4th. Not only will we have a party on July the 19th, but we'll also have one on July the 4th that will commemorate America's birthday. And then number 18 gives us the permission to be able to use the logo.
All right. Councilman Lennon, any questions on item number 9 or 18?
That's gonna be 3 parties in July. 4. My birthday, 7 yours, and then the 19th. We'll be partying all the month of July.
Partying all the
We're gonna
month
be
of
partying all the
July.
month of July.
Exactly.
Goodness. Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, I think this is great, Mayor, thank you.
Councilman Sims?
No questions, and I'm fine with them both being on consent.
Copy that. I'm good with that as well. So number 9 remains on consent. Do we agree?
Yes.
And then do we agree to move number 18 to consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding. Cool. All right, bump it on over. Item number 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 are appointments. We've already interviewed the candidates that have applied for those positions, so when we get to those particular agenda items, we'll just act accordingly there. Fast forwarding on down to item number 15 on the regular, resolve the resolution 2026 R52 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with Progressive Electrical Services, Inc. for lighting modifications at the Irondale Public Library in an amount not to exceed $7,912. Mayor, anything to say about 15?
This is to improve the lighting in the center of the library. It's kind of dark if you going through the facility there. But they're going to do some upgrades to the lighting to make sure that you have better vision when you're in that part of it.
Is there anything keeping us from moving this to consent, if the body agrees?
No.
Okay,
Funding.
Councilman Lennon, any questions on this?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
No, I'm good, move it to consent if we can.
All right, Councilman Sims?
No questions and okay on consent.
I'm good. What say you two?
Consent.
Move it to consent?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Item number 16 on proposed regular, ordained that ordinance 2026-9 amends Chapter 9 nuances, Article 2 junk, refuse, and debris, Division 1 generally of the municipal code of the city of Irondale, Alabama. Councilman Sims, walk us through it.
Our city attorney can correct me if I get any of this wrong. Basically, this will allow the city to fine somebody and also get restitution if they have a pile of debris in front of their property that is, like, you put out stuff that you're not supposed to put out, or you put out stuff you're told, hey, you can't put that out, but then they put it out anyway, and then they keep adding stuff over the course of months, stuff like that, because I just dealt with that. You might have dealt with that in your neighborhood also. But this allows the city to actually not just eventually come pick it up, and we're stuck with, we paid for all that. Now we can actually take it to court, and they can get fined, and we can recoup the funds that we spent.
Nice. Would that be an accurate assessment, legal? All right, perfect. This is an ordinance, so it will have to remain on the regular agenda, but that
Yeah.
being said, Councilman London?
No question.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No, it's clear.
Okay. Councilman Box?
No, they're good. Thanks for putting the work in there to move that forward.
Councilman Sims, anything else?
Thank you for the assist from the city attorney.
All right, right on. I have no questions. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see if we can recoup some of those costs. All right, item number 17 on proposed regular, resolve that resolution 2026 R53 approves the expenditure in an amount of $96,016 even for the furnishing of the labor, equipment, and steel casing pipe to install approximately 190 LF of 16-inch steel casing pipe for the BWWB main extension to the Irondale Fire Station number 3 by RAS Construction. That's a fancy way for saying you need to run a water line, right? Okay, perfect. Anything that we need to hear about that?
Other than this is just going to come as a cost savings for us, because if you remember, we passed something a while back for Cadre to put together some bid documents, and we were going to put this out for bid. Jared was able to work on this with Birmingham Waterworks and actually lessen the linear feet from, what were we, about 600? It was about 600 to the just over 100, what you see there. And we're going to be able to get that water line completed a lot faster than what we were looking at, which is what we need so it doesn't slow down the project.
Nice. Councilman London?
Is there any reason for this not to be on consent?
I don't think so, sir. No, I'm just kidding.
From a funding standpoint, can this item be on consent?
Yeah, it's coming out of the construction.
Construction
I figured
account.
being the fact that there was a
Okay.
bid originally, and we're at a lower number now than we were. So yes, I would agree. Any other
Okay.
follow-up questions on that,
No,
Councilman?
we're good, thank you.
Councilwoman Arnold?
No follow-up.
All right, Councilman Box?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Councilman Sims?
No questions, thank you.
And the only question is, so you went from 600 to like 180 feet? What were they do, running around trees, left, right, and sideways?
They're going
God
to
bless
come across
America.
and down, and Jared's like, why can't
All
we go
right.
across?
Nicely done. All right.
Yes.
We agree to leave item number 17 on consent.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. And then number 18, we've already agreed to leave that on consent, so we'll be good there. So short story is, once we get this approved, if everything falls in line the way we anticipate it to, we'll get through our appointments, we'll get through our ordinance, that will conclude our business, and then we'll make that move to executive, and that's kind of going back to my original comments around housekeeping. All right. So that being said, we finished our deliberations. At this time, I would ask for approval of the form of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the form of the agenda, adding items 15, 17, and 18 to consent.
15, 17.
Second.
Yep, seconded by,
Second.
seconded, okay.
Done.
By Councilwoman Arnold. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, perfect. All right, moving on. Now that we have an approved agenda, at this time, we would accept any comments on agenda items only. Any comments on agenda items at this time? Don't wait to raise your hand after I start moving on. So, all right. All right, that being said, we'll go ahead, and at this time, I would ask for us to make a approval of the consent agenda specifically.
Move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so fast forward, boom, 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 boom. All right, we find ourselves at item number 10. If someone would like to go ahead and make a motion for that. At this point, we're talking about Resolution 2026 R33 appoints blank as a member of the Municipal Housing Code Abatement Board for District 1. Councilman London, I would defer to you.
I make a motion that we appoint Mike Davis as the member of the Municipal Code Board.
Do we have a second on Mike Davis?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so Mike Davis wins on that one. And item number 11 would be Resolution 2026 R36 that appoints blank as a member of the Municipal Housing Code Abatement for District 4, the City of Irondale. Councilman Box, I would defer to you.
Thank you, sir. Make a motion, we appoint Jerome Munford as a continuing member of the Abatement Board for District 4.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you very much. 10, 11. All right, resolve the resolution. These are not district-specific, so anybody is welcome to make a suggestion. Resolve the resolution 2026 R49 appoints blank as a director of the Commercial Development Authority for the City of Irondale for the term ending March 15th, 2030.
Move reappoint Trey Hawkins, member of the Commercial Development Board, 2026 R49.
We have a motion on Trey Hawkins.
Second.
Motion, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And just for clarity, all terms are the same. All right, so we got 12. Item number 13, resolve that resolution 2026 R50 appoints blank as the director of the CDA for the City of Irondale for the term ending March 15th, 2030.
Make a motion, we appoint Tanya Dawson as a director of the City of Irondale's Commercial CDA.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. And then that takes care of that. And then item number 14, resolve the resolution 2026 R51 appoints blank as the director of the Commercial Development Authority for the City of Irondale for the term ending March 15th, 2030.
Move that resolution 2026 R51 appoints David Pugh to a member of this director of the Commercial Development Authority.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. 15 was on consent. All right, now we find ourselves with item number 16. We need to take ordinance 2026-09 through the process, if someone would be so kind.
Move that ordinance 2026-09 be considered read.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye. Move that all rules that would prevent the immediate consideration of ordinance 2026-09 be suspended.
Second.
Motion, second. Roll call. Councilman London?
Yes.
Councilwoman Arnold?
Yes.
Councilman Box?
Yes.
Councilman Sims?
Yes.
And myself, yes.
Move that ordinance 2026-09 be adopted.
Second.
Motion, second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, perfect. That's 16. 17 was on consent. 18 was on consent. All right, that being said, we find out ourselves, for members of the council, I need a motion for the council members to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing the consideration the city council is willing to offer or accept when considering the purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or market value of real property. At this time, I would ask for a motion.
Motion to go
All
into
right.
executive session.
Councilman London has made a motion that this body is enter into executive session. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Sims. All right. Let's see here. Those present are advised that this council has voted to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing the consideration the city council is willing to offer or accept when considering the purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or market value of real property. This council will reconvene at the conclusion of this executive session. This council will now enter executive session. So we'll come back into this room, end executive session, and then end this meeting, but no more business will take place. You are more than welcome to stay, but there's not going to be any more business to take place. Thank you all so much for your attendance today. I felt like this was a fantastic meeting. Thank you for all that have participated, and congratulations to all that received an award. Thank you very much.